What's good? Y'all know what it is. It's your boy CJ Goodfellow back with the Boxing Clinic, and it seemed like Quincy Jones had time today, all week. He let them cannons go, man. He's even said that Michael Jackson stole Billie Jean from Donna Summers, and TMZ kind of said it was factual, man. Said that Richard Pryor slept with this Marlon guy who I don't know is, and Marvin Gaye slept with him as well. And it seems like Quincy Jones is spilling tea, and I don't know what it is. Possibly maybe somebody's coming after Quincy Jones. There's been rumors about Quincy Jones sleeping with numerous actors like Will Smith and stuff of that nature, and he's just letting the secrets go. He said he's dated Donald Trump's wife. What is it, Ivana Trump or whatever it is, and he was a very powerful dude in the entertainment business. I think he was executive producer of Fresh Prince. He did a lot of music, and I don't like when people speak on the dead or whatever. And Quincy Jones, man, I don't know if they about to do some type of Bill Cosby thing on Quincy Jones, and they about to just expose him. What made him want to come out and say all this, or maybe he on his sick bed or whatever it may be. But he's dropping some hellacious bombs every day, man, and he's spilling out the truth of Hollywood. And I remember somebody said, and they did a video where I was reading an article. I need to start remembering these dudes' names more. And they said, now there's no more privacy. Come 2020, everything is going to be, open, public, open for the public. The internet has helped destroy privacy. Social media has helped destroy privacy. And, people putting all their business on social media has helped destroy privacy as well. And I guess, with this Russell Simmons stuff coming out and these different things coming out, I guess Quincy Jones say shit. And, they going to come for me, or they want to talk about my boys or whatever it may be, I'm going to just start throwing, bombs out. And we remember Cat Williams saying that, letting the cat out the bag about celebrities sleeping with men, and saying Professor Ogilvy from the Monique show, the Parkers, was sleeping with men, and letting all this stuff out. Privacy. Ain't no privacy, and Quincy Jones is, letting it be known, letting the bag out of Michael Jackson. It's a lot of things that people said about Michael Jackson with children, but, being a swagger jacker, being a music jacker wasn't one of them. And he's saying that Michael Jackson stole some of his biggest and most popular music, including Billie Jean. And, that's sad. And the entertainment business is a piggyback business. And they see a lot of things. A lot of people that inferior artists or artists that isn't known is responsible for some of the, the greatest hits of our times. And does it surprise me that he said Michael Jackson stole Billie Jean? Absolutely not. If you're familiar with the music business, a lot of people co-wrote and ghost wrote songs. Kanye West is one of the biggest musical frauds ever. At least, we know Puff Daddy or P. Diddy or Sean Combs or whatever you want to call him. We know that he's not an artist. We know people write music, Royce da 5'9", The Lox, Jadakiss, Ness. A lot of people wrote music for Puffy, and a lot of people wrote music for Dr. Dre, the DOC. A lot, Easy had ghostwriters, but Kanye West was perpetrating like he was writing music when it wasn't him. It was Ryan Fest, Travis Scott, whoever else was writing music, and Quincy Jones is giving people a peek into the future, because privacy will be no more for famous people. And bisexual stuff with Richard Pryor and the Marlon guy, whoever it may be, doesn't surprise me. The 70s, 60s, or 70s, and the 70s, 80s, whatever it was a wild time. And Richard Pryor's wife, who he left all his stuff to, his estate to, whatever. She said that he wouldn't have been mad about it. Richard was very open about his bisexual lifestyle and whatever it may be. And if you haven't heard the story about Richard Pryor and the pan lady, was it Pan? I can't remember her name. She was real popular. She was Foxy Brown. I can't remember her name. Was she Foxy Brown? I can't remember her name. Man. Pam Grier, was it? Talking about how Richard Pryor used to put cocaine on his penis, and she used to slide it in, and she didn't know he was having cocaine residue on his penis, and it was a cocaine residue in her vagina. And she was asking Richard Pryor to stop doing it, and she had to leave Richard Pryor because he had a cocaine addiction. So some of these stories are not new, and some of these, things are not new. He said Marvin Gaye slept with the Marlon guys as well. And when you're doing all type of drugs and cocaine and It was real popular back in the 70s and stuff, heroin. And, you know, anything can happen, you know, when you clout that mind. And Hollywood is a wild place. And if it's true, if it's really truth to what these articles and what people are saying, that there won't be no privacy by 2020 or won't be no privacy period now, it's a lot of stuff that's going to blow a lot of people's mind if things are starting to become uncovered with Hollywood. And it's nothing new to people who actually read, because they say the best kept secret is in a book. For people who read and actually know these things and read up on these things, it's not a secret. A lot of people know Hollywood is a weird type of place. They have weird traditions where they bless you in with a lot of bisexuality and a lot of crazy, you know, stuff that they do. So it's not a secret, and I'm not surprised by none of this. But Quincy Jones spilling tea and gives no fucks. We gone.